we got a picture painted from Casey. Jasmine, paint us a picture of the perfect guy. Dr. Fitchick.
Someone that I look forward to coming home to. Someone that I could come home and talk about my day, and he genuinely listens, and that he talks about his day, and we just have that mutual connection. Not someone where I'm gonna dread going home to, because that's just how things were. Um, because if I'm happy on my own, then I don't really need to be with anybody, right? Because right now, being single is great. It would be great to share your life with someone. That's like where I'm at. Um, Ambition, self-awareness. He doesn't have to be perfect, but he has to admit when he's wrong. And it's that aspect. It's really money doesn't buy happiness, right? But more like women say,
What do you buy a house with?
I'm sorry?
What do you buy a house with?
What do I buy a house with?
Yeah, that dream house that you want with the curtains and the crystal chandelier and all the china and the fucking thing in the wall. Like, what do you buy a house with? Like, what do you pay for a house with?
Okay, so I don't understand your question. What do I pay a house with? Like,
yeah, what do you pay for a house with? You pay for it with emotional regulation and kindness? Money. Money does pay for things that you want out of life. It's like, why do we lie to ourselves, lady?
Look,
ladies, why do we lie to ourselves and say money doesn't buy happiness?
Listen, we're not saying that money.
You won't hear me say that.
We're not.
It's not that. But look, I'm attracted to really smart men, like somebody that I could have a really deep conversation with.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to pick someone that was really good looking and somebody
that sapiosexual.
I am. I really am.
Jesus.
Like I think that like having a brain is really, really attractive, but also being humble about who you are.
Yeah. Do you think that guys are attracted to your brain?
Me?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I think they're intimidated. I think
they're intimidated by your brain.
I think they're intimidated if they see a woman has a brain. If they see a woman,
explain to me what's intimidating about a woman with a brain.
Because if a man is not, let's say, at that level, or they haven't accomplished a certain amount of education or whatever, they, as a man, feel like it's a stab on their ego. But I don't look at that. I'm like,
but that's only because you're dating somebody beneath your level. Then this is the problem that women run into in today's world, right? So you're a doctor, you're a scientist, you're Dr. Fitchick. So you've done something with yourself. You've got some degrees, I would assume. You get paid well. You're probably getting paid into six figures doing what you're doing as a scientist, right? So there's guys out there that don't make that kind of money. And it's not that they're intimidated by your brain. It's just they don't make that kind of money. They haven't accomplished the things that you have. They haven't gone to school and got the degrees that you have. They don't have the little letters after the name on the degrees on the wall framed in mahogany. So they haven't gotten to that point. It's not that they're intimidated by you. It's just that they're not at your level. There's loads of guys that are at your level or higher that exist out there. So why aren't you dating them? Like, why aren't you in a long-term relationship or married to one of those guys right now?
Because I'm happy just being by myself.
No,
because, look, I take myself out. I go to dinner by myself. I go to comedy shows by myself. I go to the movies by myself.
Getting dressed up and taking yourself out for dinner is not the same thing as a guy picking you up in a nice car saying, Jasmine, wear that black dress that I like and be ready for 7. We're going out to the restaurant. And I'm going to surprise you with some boom shakalak.
I was in a relationship once where I would get dressed and ready and look forward to this date, and it would get canceled last minute.
Okay.
I've dated, and there was instances like that where it's a matter of respecting my time. Like, where you gotta let me know 5 minutes before I'm supposed to leave the house.
Everybody does it. Women do it to guys too.
Everybody does that, but like that's happened so many times that I'm like,
guys a lot too.
Happens to me every Monday for ladies' night.
When it happens a month, every single
and don't show up and ghost. Happens to me every week.
We have to cancel shows when we schedule ladies' night because women flake on us. It's like flaking is like what people do today. You know what I mean?
It's
People don't
like
flake when they have a genuine interest in something, though. Like if a guy has a genuine interest, he's not going to
He'll
cancel
show
it. He's
up.
not going to flake on you. He'll move his schedule around to make sure that he gets to go out with you that night.
That's the problem, you know.
And
So
women do the same thing too, right? Like you'll reorganize your week to go out with a guy that's like this. He's high caliber. Like I can't screw this up.
let me put it this way. If a guy tells me I'm going to take you out on this day at this time, I will plan out my day around that date.
Of course.
And I want to know at least like
You
a
gotta
day
get
in
ready, the
advance.
makeup, the hair, the outfit.
Like it's not that, but you get in the mood. You can't like you become excited. And then when they
I totally agree
cancel,
with
you're
you.
just like devastated almost of like I was like looking forward to seeing you. Why,
And guys
why
experience the exact same problem too when they're dating women. They get flaked on often as well.
I don't do that.
It happens. That's how people are. I really hope you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full-length podcast, you can find that over here, that clip's from. If you're newer to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe over here. And pin down below in the top comment, you'll find a bunch of useful links to my website, my supplement line, books, and a bunch of other stuff. Have an amazing day. Peace out.